interest on the part of your community, because the Career Readiness Certificate is for the community. It's for our individuals as well as the community, which of course leads into the state, for all of us to benefit from in economic and workforce development. So I really do appreciate all of your attendance here this morning. I'm going to be giving you a lot of information. At the end of the presentation, I will zero in on about 3 points that I want you to remember. So take from this an orientation. Know that you've been exposed to some of the different topics that I'll bring up, but don't worry about understanding every single bit of it, because I'm going to move quickly and just get it all out there so that you know it's there. And then at the end, you'll know exactly why this is important. Okay, so let's get started. You can see here what we're going to do very quickly is talk about what is Career Readiness Certification. And then we'll move on from there, and we'll talk a little bit about what is the work key system, which the Career Readiness Certificate is based on. After that, we'll talk a little bit about the CRC in the community, and then the employer perspective. Because every piece is just as important as the other piece when we talk about Career Readiness Certification. Okay. What we're trying to do here is to build a high-performance workforce. Because what does that bring to our communities? If you have a good high-performance workforce, what's it going to do?
Better paying jobs.
Bring better jobs, more jobs, and better jobs. Okay? Walter alluded to the fact that this is an initiative that's been around for maybe 10 years or so. Actually, it had started in just a few of the states. I think Virginia was the first one. North Carolina was probably about the third or fourth state to get interested in this. And that was about 10 years ago. And we, or actually Dr. Stephanie Deese and Barbara Boyce, if any of you know them, went to Virginia and talked to the people there and realized in our never-ending quest to improve our workforce and to provide what employers need for economic development in North Carolina, the Career Readiness Certificate was definitely something that could help. Because for the individual, it's going to upgrade their skills. It's going to give them something that will prove to an employer that they can learn those job-specific skills that are needed. And then for the employers, not only do they have proof that the individual has those skills, but they can go to our database that I'll talk more about in just a moment and see exactly how many people in this county, in this zip code, have those skills also. So that's just a little bit of the history. I do want to share one fact with you, which is kind of interesting, because we didn't have a big infusion of money from the governor and have the governor completely standing behind it as their one initiative for their term, as some of the other states did. We certainly have Governor Perdue's support. She is very high on the Career Readiness Certificate. But some of the other states have multi-million dollars that allowed them to get started with this. Walter, we were able to give some money through the Department of Commerce. It was $28,000 per college. And some of the colleges didn't even get that much. They decided they were going to go on their own before they could get their grant. I want you to know that right now, we are number 6 in the nation as far as CRCs issued. So, through our grassroots effort and people like Walter and Andrea and AJ, we are really booming with the Career Readiness Certificate, and we're showing the world that North Carolina does have the workforce that we need in order to support industry in this area. So, moving on, we realized that the only way to make this successful was through partnerships, so we assembled our team. Some of them were even living. So, okay, are you paying attention here? Look at the slide. And we got lots and lots of people together. In order to be successful, again, you've got to have the partners. Everyone has to be working together. Career readiness, we realize, for the individual is the key to employment and future promotion. And for the employer, it allows them to hire the right person, to put the right person in the right job, and know that that person will be able to learn those job-specific skills successfully. Okay? Okay, oh, there it goes. Okay, basically we talk about the CRC as a portable credential because it is portable nationwide. It is recognized nationwide. There are 40-plus states that now have a Career Readiness Certificate. Every one of them uses the same criteria that North Carolina does. So this is a portable credential that allows an individual to move, to still have the credential that's recognized. It proves it. The CRC proves it to an employer that they have the skills which are now key in our economy to 90% of jobs. 90% of jobs require the three skills that are assessed by the Career Readiness Certificate. We issue Career Readiness Certificates on 3 levels. The bronze level covers 35% of jobs. If an individual attains the bronze level with a Career Readiness Certificate, they are proven to be successful in learning 35% of jobs. Silver, as you can see, is 65%. And then the gold certificate is 90% of jobs. Okay. Based on the WorkKey system, the bronze certificate is level 3 on the 3 assessments, silver level 4, and gold level 5. Okay, the 3 WorkKeys assessments that are used are on the bottom of the screen there. Applied math, reading for information, and locating information. Okay, those look like pretty basic skills. The only one that's a little bit different is which one? Which one did you not get in public school? Locating information. Locating information deals with graphs, charts, labels and tags, spreadsheets, databases, any kind of a graphic representation of data. That's what locating information is. Okay, now, when we were in high school, even elementary school, we learned reading and writing, right? Okay, this is not meant to supplant what we've learned in our high school and college courses, or to replace. It is meant to supplant. I guess that's the right word, isn't it? It's in addition to your high school diploma and your college degrees. What the Career Readiness Certificate does is builds on the knowledge that you've gained all throughout your life in school. And it shows that you can apply that knowledge to workplace situations. That's the one big difference between your high school and college degrees and the Career Readiness Certificate. It is an applied credential geared specifically to the workplace. Okay? We like to call our certificate a certificate of substance. How many of you know where your high school diploma is? Ooh, good percentage, you guys. Okay, where is it? Oh, wait a minute, I know where it is, but where did I leave that? Grandma's attic is usually a good response. I heard file cabinet. What else did I hear? In the closet, in a box. Okay, yeah, all kinds of answers to that one. And how about your college degrees? Okay, most people know where those are at least, and usually they're on the wall. Okay. We tell you, do not hang your Career Readiness Certificate on the wall, because we want it to be part of the employment portfolio. Not only is it a very professional looking certificate signed by our governor, but on the back it tells an employer exactly what kind of skills this certificate is proving. So we say, don't hang this on the wall, don't put it in a box, don't take it to grandma's house. Put it in your employment portfolio, take it out when you go on an interview, so you can prove to an employer exactly what skills you have. Okay? Very detailed, as you can see. Okay, moving on, I mentioned earlier that the Career Readiness Certificate is based on the WorkKeys assessment system. How many of you have ever heard of American College Testing? Okay, American College Testing is an academic assessment company. They've developed the ACT college entrance exam, a number of different bar exams, and various other academic assessments. About 15 years ago, the employers went to ACT and they said, hey, you know, we love your academic assessments, but it's not really what we need. What we need is something geared to the workplace. And that's when the research started in order to develop the WorkKeys system. A group was put together, employers, workforce development, economic development, educators, all kinds of different invested parties in this, and they came up with the WorkKeys system. That's when the states started realizing what a benefit this would be, to be able to show that we had people who could perform the applied skills, who had that applied knowledge. Okay, industry-driven skills assessment system.